Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you back into the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. The final day of Ontario Junior Lacrosse League season in both the Junior A division and here in the Futures. This is the semifinal prior to the final game coming up later this afternoon as Brendan Boyle, the initial face-off shot and goal for Burlington 8 seconds into the period. Brendan Boyle, the face-off win straight to the cage. And an early lead here. As I was about to say, if you're looking for the other game between Peterborough and Oakville, that's on our main channel over on the blue turf. Ooh, look out here. Oh, man. That nearly snuck behind Caleb Martin. Jake Argy will slow it down a little bit here for Orangeville, who are wearing their black jerseys. I would say one of the most recognizable and iconic in Canadian Junior, as there's a shot from Cayman Diabo, and we're tied up. Again, this is Orangeville Burlington in the first semifinal. Sounds like a good one going on over on the other side. Land's win. We'll take you through that as we've got 4 games scheduled here. Our focus will shift to the blue side after this for the Futures final, culminating with the Ontario Junior final game tonight at 8 p.m. Hope you'll join us the entire day as now Nick Bafia starts it out. Trey Deer. Cross for Colton Marquise. Deer, sidearm shot. Quick rebound and a goal. On the crease and a second one here for Orangeville. I believe that was Leah Matthews with the rebound right on the side of the crease. Off the Trey Deer shot. Goodness, 58 seconds into the game. They're showing Nick Pelche the goal scorer. But we're 2-1 in goals and shots here. Burlington's Timon English. Up for Marinier. Now to the far side for Brooke English. Outside shot there, Braden Saris. Loose ball, Brooks English picks it up and scores! Two now, as that one sneaks in behind Caleb Martin. Rough start for the Tendies here in this semifinal. Orangeville came in scoring 35 goals in 4 games. Burlington 59 through their 5. As Saras comes through, and the first save for either netminder is made by Caleb Martin. Reed Allen. Here's Timon English trying the quick stick back for Allen again, and back in. Called there as Trey Deer intercepted and ran back into his own crease, so Burlington retains possession. Dewe Ortis McComber. Ball loose through the middle. Trey Deer picking up. Saris all over Deer. 8 seconds to get over half. Dangerously close to that. As finally shoveled it forward. In the stick of Braden Kruger. here for Pelche. Tiabo onto the crease. And falling after the shot was Cody Coulson. But now Mitch Dunham into the game with the first save for Burlington. Right back for Nicholas Valcourt. Up top, Alexander Marinier. And now Chuck Rawson. Orangeville defender had fallen, and now clean interception, Jaden Shapara. Shapara spins off. The defender turns and fires. And scores for Orangeville. Make it 3-2. 3 minutes and 20 seconds gone in this first period. What a start. Back to the face-off dot. Nathan Scholes trying to pull out, but it was Greg Love for the face-off win for Burlington. As Allen will send it back for English. In the corner, McComber, the give and go, and English couldn't get a shot away. Brooks English trying to pick up the loose ball. Does with 6 to go in the shot clock. And Timon English on the side of the crease. But a nice save by Caleb Martin, almost full splits to turn that one aside. Timon English to the crease. Feeds it well wide. And we've got a tie-up in front. Deo Aortis McComber and Elijah Edwards. Officials are going to let them separate, as Edwards had a hold of McComber's face mask, and now McComber breaks the right free. Couple lefts here from Elijah Edwards, and a takedown for Deo Aortis McComber. Well, how about a little bit of everything in our first 4 minutes of this future division semifinal? First thing I saw there was a stick that just went flying out of the pile, and it was that of Elijah Edwards, as I think it was thrown aside by Deo Aortis McComber. And then Edwards grabbed the face mask. Officials stepped in, and away we went. We've had ourselves a scrap. We've had 8 shots, 5 goals. A beautiful split save by Caleb Martin. And we've only played 4 minutes and 5 seconds. Bruce Codd over on the bench of the Orangeville Northmen. Alexander Marinier. Errant pass there for Timon English, then recovered but lost it back as English was about to take off. English now has it secure and feeding through to Rawson, who got dumped as that ball rolled in on Martin. And now Brooks English winning it back, beating Jake Argue. Brooks English still with it on the hidden ball play. Back for Allen in the corner. Saris the shot. And Martin down, rebound will bounce over into the near corner. Reset of the shot clock here for Nicholas Valcourt. And hard into the end boards was Reed Allen. And Jaden Shapara. Gonna sit. And I think it's just for 2 minutes. Here's English. For Rawson in the corner, Saris and Marinier. Shot comes from up top from Braden Saris. And 15 seconds in, Burlington's tied it up, the third tie score of the game since the opening faceoff. Nathan Scholes back to the dot against Greg Love. One cleanly through the legs there of Scholes, but unfortunately straight into the stick of Brooks English. Pushed aside by Nick Bafia. As now Timon English will get it back. Cross floor pass for Brooks English. Looking for help up for Saris. And a little too much there in the middle. A moving screen called against Burlington. Gives it back for Orangeville. High step. Colton Marquis. Back for Cayman Diabo. Diabo for Matthews. That popped out the back of the stick. And now up for Trey Deere. Couldn't come down with it cleanly. It's picked up by Burlington. Cross center. Zach McDonald will slow things down. Hayden Hiltz for Chuck Rawson. Rawson finds Marinier circling far side. His shot off the stick of Braden Kruger and into the corner. 5 seconds left in the Burlington shot clock. It'll reset with a Marinier rip. And now Saris on the rebound. 8.5 left, out in front. And a shoulder shrug there from Kalen Martin turns aside Valcour's attempt. Cody Coulson looking for help off the bench. Played here for Marquis. Delayed penalty coming against Burlington. And as they pick it up, Marquis took an extra bump from Josh Goodrich, wearing the Ethan Riggs number 21. Pair of players going off here as Andrew Vredenberg was first for the cross check and then a roughing call against Josh Goodrich. So a full 2 minute 5-on-3 here for Orangeville, with 8 minutes left to go in a 3-3 tie. Faking the shot straight down the middle was Marquis. They go to the crease for Matthews, and he's got two already. $7:53 to go in the period. 4 goals off 5 shots showing here for Orangeville. 3 off 8. Now for Burlington, as Martin had a couple saves to get settled into the game here. Not a ton of action down the other way for Mitch Dunham. Still showing 2 penalties on the clock, but we are 4-on-5 with Burlington trying to kill time here. 14 on the shot clock as they keep it up top. Over for Saris in the corner. Cutter coming through. Pass can't find as that shot wide of the net. Trey Deer will leave. Up top for Marquis. A minute left in the power play as Marquis takes top spot. Marquis backing away from tops. And digging for it was Diabo, but under the stick of Dunham, and we'll see if that save will get him settled. Boyle scored the first goal 8 seconds into the game. That's now Reed Allen. For Saris. Cuts back on Cole Teeple. Shot there, gets away from Martin, but uses the big paddle to bring it back into the crease. Gage Noseworthy. And now Marquise. Hidden ball play, Marquise keeps. Baking to Sam Parent. Now passing for real to Trey Deer. Parent and Marquise. Low shot there from Parent. And again, on the doorstep was Diablo looking for a rebound that never transpired. All the way down floor as the penalty expires. Cutting back, looking for a shot, and a high one taken there off the arm of Martin. Ball in the corner here for Pelche. That shot saved by Dunham, and here comes Burlington. First touch for Zach McDonald, who now heads off. Marinier keeps fake to Rawson, though, as Timon English comes on. Rawson trying to hand back to English, has to play it off the boards. And now English, cross floor. Too high for Saris, off the glass. And Noseworthy is just going to muck the shot clock. Five goals, 6 of them rather, in our first 4 minutes. And a scrap. Which kind of slowed things down a little bit as we've got 4.5 left here in the quarter. Period rather is Matthews. Matthews and Diabo on the crease. Much full time. Ball moved here to Parent. Behind the back to Parent again. Sam Parent looking to dive. Oh, called in the crease. And again, NLL, that probably goes, but here under Ontario Junior rules, feet need to stay out of the cylinder and nearly impossible to score from behind the net. Here comes the shot, a bouncer from Valcor, and with 3:39 left, Caleb Martin is going to ask for a water break. You're watching Burlington and Orangeville. The game on the left, here on the red turf, over on the blue side, Peterborough, Oakville. Those two winners will come back at 6:30 to play for the Ontario Junior Lacrosse League Futures Division Championship. Again, on the main JVI channel. Coming up at 6:30, and of course all of that before the OJLL final game. Also on the main channel. That one scheduled for an 8 o'clock start. Understand there's some pregame ceremonies beforehand as well. Pat Gregoire, Brian Shanahan will take you through the championship. As here's Matthews. Pick there from Cohen Jennings. And Cayman Diabo. Played in the corner, chasing after it is Jennings. And a big double team hit into the outside boards as Burlington going to get called for a penalty here in front of their own bench. Brendan Boyle going off. And now a power play for Orangeville. Shot clock's not synced up, so we're going on the one behind the Orangeville net, which now hits 10 seconds left on it. Trey Deer will rip the shot. Dunham not sure where it was, so just held his ground. As another big hit over by the Burlington bench. Close to the door as well. Taking exception, Zach McDonald to the Sam Parent offering. Hidden ball play here. Parent fakes like he's got it. It's in the stick of Colton Marquis, though. Marquis behind the back. Here for Parrott. Burlington wanted a crease call. But it's played back Marquis. Now Diabo. Couple fakes. Takes the shot through a crowd. And Dunham there to hang on. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first. In a 4-3 Orangeville lead and a wild first period. English will head off after passing to Marinier. Marinier keeping it wide. Still killing off the penalty as lifting a shot there that goes off Martin. Brooks English with the rebound. And Burlington will set up. This is Rawson. Up for Brooks English. Final minute of the period. Penalty has expired as English spins back away from pressure. And that would have been pretty if there was time to get a clean shot. Shots now even at 11. Still one extra goal on the side of Orangeville as Colton Marquis comes in. Marquis for Matthews. Now Trey Deer over the top. Deer wants the shot, gets it. Save made by Dunham, however. Under 30 to go in the period. We'll see if the bench wants a timeout, and yes, they do as they come up over center. There'll be 23 on the game clock, 22 on the shot clock for Burlington, who presumably will pull the netminder Mitch Dunham as well. So Orangeville coming in courtesy of a 2-2 record. Burlington already playing this morning at 9, a 7-6 victory over Brampton. To get them into this game as Burlington takes top spot in the West over Oakville. Oakville's 4-1 record. Burlington, the only team in the tournament, the only team in the West to go undefeated. Peterborough 4-0. On the other side, Beaches, 2 losses, but both of them in overtime. Shot clock, game clock just about even as Braden Saris hangs onto it up top. Here's 5 seconds. Now Timon English back for Saris. Hard shot. Turns, rebound, fires. And that's off the end boards. And time expires. And a delay of game call coming here as Braden Saris and Colm Barnett had a bit of a stare down. We'll sort out the penalties and return to the Toronto Rock Athletic Center on the red floor after a 3-minute timeout. Ride the tide with Coastline Lacrosse and their catalog of lacrosse stringing products. Tidal Mesh, new from Coastline Lacrosse, features nylon-free yarns and superior construction to provide a weatherproof, durable, lightweight product that will help you elevate your game on the field or in the barn. Tidal Mesh is consistent, responsive, and most importantly, manufactured in North America. Coastline Lacrosse is a proud sponsor of the Minneapolis Wheat Kings of the Interstate Box Lacrosse Association and is proud to support the Ontario Junior Lacrosse League. Visit coastlinelacrosse.com to learn more about Tidal Mesh today. Ride the tide, coastlinelacrosse.com. Today's Ontario Junior Lacrosse League broadcasts are brought to you by the Dairy Farmers of Ontario. Hashtag Milk Up. Final day of the Ontario Junior Lacrosse League here at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center on our third weekend, and our thanks to all our sponsors, including the Dairy Farmers of Ontario, for supporting us and providing these broadcasts for free here at the track. All games will live on YouTube. So if you've missed any or want to relive any of the action, you can go back and watch any of those games. Here's English. Simone English up top, dumping it down low. This is killing off a penalty at the tail end of that period. Actually cut with about half second left. It was just enough for Orangeville to bomb down the floor. A wild first period. That ended 4-3. As that shot bounces in on Dunham. As the shot clock expires, Timon English has help off the bench. Shot there, Rawson into the crease as Martin was down. Played back for Trey Deer. In the corner, Diabo through Marquis. As now Deer bounces straight to Leah Matthews, does the rebound. Off the Dunham save. And now Marquise will take top spot. Damon Diabo and Marquise. Leah Matthews to the top now as Diabo gets it near the crease. Matthews was headed off to the bench. Now the race is on as the penalty expires. Saris to the cage and the goal. An errant pass as Matthews was heading off the floor and then losing the foot race for the quick restart. Greg Love to Braden Saris cutting off the bench, and we're tied at 4. No team is led by more than 1 here in this game. And it looks like a 4-2 lead for Peterborough over in semifinal number 2. So 2 similar games and 4 similar teams going to set up regardless of the way it ends up, with a fantastic final coming up at 6:30 on the JVI main channel. This is the only game we'll broadcast on this channel today. As Cody Coulson takes a shot. Down is Dunham the save. Back for Trey Deer. Deer, now Marquise. Dunham is down. Trey Deer running in, and Dunham will cover up. Where's the ball? It's between the feet and behind Dunham. Brendan Boyle leaving for Saris. The first and most recent goal scorers for Burlington. As this shot from Valcourt from the outside. Timon English dancing around. Spinning back, and that shot off the crossbar from Brooks English. Couple oohs and ahs from some of the family in attendance. Shot from Saris, saved by Martin, and here comes Orangeville back the other way after sustained possession down to our left. Braden Kruger has Matthews off the bench. Liam Matthews to lift it back to Colton Marquise. For Diabo has shooting room. Takes it, and Dunham will pounce on top of the rebound. 4-4 here in the second period, 4.5 minutes gone. Just the 1 goal from Saris. This point of the first, we already had 6 on the board. Allen. We'll give to English, spinning around. There is Martin. Keeps it off the line, but the rebound into the stick of Rawson, and Burlington will get a fresh 30. Renier and Saris. Rocking back and forth was Rawson. Pass does come over to the near side. Eludes Alexander Marinier. Now back for Saris. As English circles out of the corner. Looking for Reed Allen. No shot here for Allen as the double team arrives right at the end of the shot clock. Under 10 to go in the second now. As Trey Deer to the outside, Diabo. All the way to the boards, Marquise, who now comes straight up top. Trey Deer behind the net for Diabo. Looked like Diabo was a bit surprised to get that pass. As the loose ball down for Blake Booth. And Liam Matthews dropped in front of the crease. Big argument here from Brendan Boyle. But Orangeville, the brand new possession. Marquise trying to float and change up in on net. Bounces off the backboards. And run out by Greg Love. Matthews reached for the stick, enough to poke it free, though only momentarily. From out of the corner, Timon English. Chuck Rawson. Outside, Brooks English turns and fires. And Martin down into the butterfly to make that save. Here's Sam Parent. Saris on the crease again. Braden Saris with a pair. Back to back for Saris. And now a hat trick. As they cheer on the far side, a reminder that ongoing on the other channel, Oakville and Peterborough. Winner of that game, winner of this game face each other as it's Peterborough scoring to make it 6-2. Lakers got a bit of a scare on Friday, having to beat the Beaches in overtime, but end up running the table. As a 5-4 lead now for Burlington. Shot there from Saris, not happy with three. Passing up, quick stick goal. Off the bench was Tyler Van Wart as Jake Argue worked in transition, and we're all tied up once again. For the 5th time in the game. Dunham came out of the cage. Penalty called by the official on our right. Is it unsportsmanlike? Heading over to the box is Blake Booth. Just not sure if that's Booth's penalty or if something came off the bench there. Trey Deer into the corner for Matthews. And up top, Marquise. Now to the right side of the floor. Marquise trying to send it through the middle and intercepted by Boyle. Boyle has Timon English. Elects to shoot, looking for the 5-hole, and the bouncer saved. Jake Argue there to pick it off the turf. Gets it away from Boyle. Argue coming back for Matthews. And now Trey Deer. Marquise slowly off the bench. Into the stick of Parent. Low shot from Deere. Rebound straight to Diabo, though, so fresh 30 seconds. Halfway through the power play. Marquise the shot. Dunham saves it. Rebound straight back out through the middle. And Colton Marquise there to pick up. Off the boards for Diabo. And Marquise. Diabo picks the corner. On the third reset, number of passes up top before Cayman Diabo rips high over the shoulder of Mitch Dunham. And another lead for Orangeville. Back and forth here on the red side in this junior division, futures division, semifinal. Hayden Hiltz went racing after that loose face-off. And it is won and corralled by Burlington. Led by Chuck Rawson. Rawson over the line. Stops at the fan before passing back here to Brooks English. Now Marinier spins off pressure. Bit of a weak shot in on Martin. Marinier chasing his own rebound, went high to shoot in one motion and just could not beat the shot clock. 6 minutes to play here in the second. Here's Cody Coulson and Trey Deere. Back for Nick Pelche. Up top, shot there off the leg of Boyle, it looked like. As Orangeville will pick up, they'll only have 5 on the shot clock. Here's Cayman Diabo, long range, that hits a body and takes a funny hop there in front of Dunham. Was going wide, but from our vantage point, looked like that may have been headed over the head of Durham. Valcourt and Reed Allen. Here for Saris to the outside, English. Timon English for Saris. How about 4 for Braden Saris to retie the game, this time at 6. You can't wear a yellow bucket and not put it in the back of the net. As Braden Saris now 4 goals in this game. On the 20th shot for Burlington. 18 so far for Orangeville. As Cohen Jennings corrals the faceoff. Bounce back for Nick Baffia. Outside Van Wart. Back to Cohen Jennings. Pushed out wide. Matthews has it. Here for Parent. Parent to Marquise. Old Marquise spins off the defender. Trey Deere with the rebound and the goal. The answer for Orangeville as the last couple scores have been just enough to tie the game. Couple whacks there. Looking for that face-off. Shot and a goal as Caleb Martin falls backwards, in Burlington again have been doing enough just to keep pace and tie these up. They do it again at 7. But now can Orangeville answer? They've had a response for every Burlington goal so far, just like Burlington's been able to answer every counterattack from Orangeville. Diabo through the middle, looking quick stick for Trey Deer. Boyle there. Play it off the glass. Burlington bench thought that Orangeville jumped early. Official having none of that, though, as Marinier plays it back to the outside for Rawson. Chuck Rawson shovels it in the corner. Here's Timon English. Up for Marinier. And dump it back into the corner. Brooks English, Timon English. And if you want to factor in Sam English, who played for Burlington in the Ontario Junior Tournament last week and the week before, this English squad could be huge for Burlington in the coming years. Outside, Trey Deer dancing around. Deer over to the back, taking the shot on the doorstep. A nice play between Deer and Cohen Jennings, but an even better save for Mitch Dunham. Andrew Vredenberg. That one doesn't get through to Orangeville netminder Caleb Martin. But the rebound will find its way to Saris. And now to the outside for Valcourt. Up top, English off the foot of Caleb Martin. Ball restarted close to the Burlington bench. Here's Trey Deer and Marquise. Bolton Marquise, a low shot. Matthews was tied up there with Kyle McMillan, and I think both of them are going to go. With 2 minutes and 9 seconds left here in the second period. Shots have almost evened themselves up, 22-21 in favor of Orangeville. Scoreboard has been basically even the entire way here, 7-7 right now. As Cody Coulson, for Trey Deer, outside for Marquise. Think about the junior squads and the centers these teams represent as Deer accepted that pass and nearly lost balance. As Deer has it again onto the crease and filled in after shooting was Cohen Jennings, who's still down in the crease. Laying prone right on the red turf. Filled in there by Zach McDonald. Bruce Codd upset that there was no call. But Jennings to the bench with the trainer as we're back underway. Nick Bafia. Colin McKinnon. Here's Brooks English. It's Timon English in front of the home bench. As we approach the final minute here of the second period, Rawson with an Orangeville player all over the back, shoveled it towards the net, and then Brooks English, the quick stick, just goes wide. Saris. English lost it. May have been trying to shovel back for Saris, though, as Saris retreats. 45 seconds remaining in the period. Played back here for English. And Brooks English high over top of the mark. Rawson couldn't corral it, and it was flipped into the Burlington bench. Off the stick there of Cole Teeple. And 2 balls in play, so Chuck Rawson will take it in along the half boards. Rawson for English. Saris was setting the pick. They work to the far side. Here's Timon English. 16 on the game clock. Shot clock 4 less than that. Here's Saris. High off the end glass, picked up by Teeple, and only 8 seconds to go in the period. Trying to push is Orangeville. Quickly here for Colin Barnett. Couldn't get the first pass past the defender, and now the shot in there. Save made by Mitch Dunham. What a third period we got coming up here between Burlington and Orangeville. Winner will move on to the Ontario Lacrosse League Futures Division final game coming up at 6:30. Facing the winner of Peterborough and Oakville on right now on the blue side with Lance Wynn over on the main JVI channel. We'll be back to the Toronto Rock Athletic Center in about 3 minutes' time. You are watching Ontario Junior Lacrosse League Future Division action on the JVI Sports Network.
Hey guys, this is Paul Dawson from the Rochester Nighthawks.
And this is Dan Lomas of the New York Riptide. We've come together to create Back of the Bird, sports stories from the best spot they're told, the back of the plane. We're sitting down with NLLers across the league to chat about Junior A, Senior A, NLL, MLL, everything that goes along with it, on the floor, off the floor, and it's presented by Cottage Springs. So give us a listen wherever you listen to your podcast, whether it's Spotify, Apple, and I swear you'll love it.
Like and subscribe.
Peace.
Become a member of the Rock City Builders Club and never miss a moment of the Rock's inaugural season at Hamilton's First Ontario Centre. Rock City Builders Club members get the best seats at the absolute best price. The benefits are many and most notably include a 3-year price lock guarantee and an exclusive Rock City Builders Club jersey for each and every seat you purchase. Visit TorontoRock.com and make the best decision of your summer when you purchase a Rock City Builders Club season membership. So what are you waiting for? Your seat in Rock City awaits.
The Lacrosse Flash, showcasing the personality within the game. Stay up to date with all the latest news from around the fastest sport on 2 feet at lacrosseflash.com and on social at Lacrosse Flash.
Today's Ontario Junior Lacrosse League broadcasts are brought to you by the Dairy Farmers of Ontario. Hashtag Milk Up. This is the one of 2 semifinals, the other one ongoing right now. Peterborough 8-3 over Oakville as it sits. And again, that final game coming up at 6:30 on the Blue Turf, main JVI channel. As we lead up to the Ontario Junior Lacrosse League Championship between St. Catharines and Brampton at 8 p.m. this evening. Marquise to the outside for Trey Deer. Deer back for Parent. Parent low shot, Marquise off the end boards. This one will go up out of play. And Timon English back to start for it. Taking a number of hops. Trey Deer will get the loose ball. Played back for Cooper Jackson. Then dumped just over center. That was Braden Kruger. Outside shot from Liam Matthews late in the shot clock. Here for Orangeville, they'll get another opportunity, and it'll be saved by Dunham. It was Matthews that time as well, as we played a minute and a half. Blake Booth. Here for Chuck Rawson. Through the middle, Saris out of his reach. And then corralled in the crease by Jaden Chipara. Chipara over center. Left there for Sam Parent. Parent for Deer. Trey Deer has Liam Matthews trailing. Matthews will set the pick. Dunham the save. Off the shot. Back out for Cody Innes. Timon English now. Offense always seems to go through Timon English as Chuck Rawson looking to cut it back into the corner, and that was either off the fist of Cole Martin or the post. Well, 2.5 left to go. Still a reset for Burlington, but break for Orangeville. English on the crease. Pushed out wide by Nathan Scholes. Now a diving attempt, Saris. Could be on sock trick watch here before too long for Braden Saris, already with 4. As Kruger will leave here for Colton Marquise. Marquise, Trey Deer, Nick Pelche. Up for Cayman Diabo. Low shot there off the foot of Martin. Takes a funny bounce, though. It ends up in the far corner where Pelche goes after it. Trey Deer as well. Brock Boyle was in there. As now Zach McDonald is going to be the one for Burlington to pull it free. Andrew Vredenberg. Over center, Nicholas Valcourt. Back for Reed Allen. Brooks English. Playing back for Valcourt again. Valcourt towards the crease. Couldn't get a shot away. Now Valcourt tripped up. Brooks English. Burlington will get the reset here, as there's 11 minutes left to go in the third of a 7-7 tie. It's Valcourt. Timon English through traffic for Saris. Back here for Valcourt. Beats the defender, but can't beat Martin. Rebound into the corner, though, for Braden Saris. Extended possession here, almost 2 minutes. And you can see some of the Orangeville defenders bending over a little bit there. Raising the sleeves up, getting ready, but really starting to huff out of the corner. And Brooks English, Caleb Martin is bailing out a tired defensive unit for Orangeville, who now are desperate for a change and will get it. 10 minutes left in the third. From the top, Marquise. Parrott and Diabo setting the pick. They go to the far side for Matthews. Big screen coming there from Cohen Jennings. Good to see Jennings back out after taking that hit in the crease. Orangeville. Ball thrown away right at the shot clock. And Burlington had a penalty called against them in a similar play. And everyone either on their bench or cheering for their side wanted that one called. Simone English, the shot there. Rebound for Saris. As now Allen will go for Brooks English. And again, Caleb Martin covers over the top. Yeah, good idea. Caleb Martin calling for a water break. I was wondering after that last possession how long before Caleb Martin asked for a stoppage, and surprise, surprise, it looks like there's a young goaltender in the pipeline for the Orangeville Northmen. Caleb Martin, a fantastic about 3 minutes there. As it looks like 8-3 over on the other side. Peterborough on top of Oakville. Someone from Orangeville getting attention from the trainer. Off to the left of the bench, our right. Can't quite see a number. Try and report if get a good look. Here's Diabo, far side for Dearlow shot. And Dunham there to make the save. Rebound out near the restraining line, finally picked up cleanly by Valcourt. Nicholas Valcourt to Blake Booth. Booth walking along the boards. Right there is also Graydon Stokes. Rawson. Waiting for the last Chiefs offensive player to get off the bench. Under 10 on the shot clock. Under 5 now as the shot comes from Timon English, and hanging on is Martin again. Nick Bafia. Bafia for Marquise. Marquise, Trey Deer outside. Big screen there. Burlington player goes down, and a shot from Nick Peltier was saved by Dunham. Boyle up and over center. It looks like Liam Matthews was over by the trainer and is going to get the wrist taped up here. Been a few offensive possessions since Matthews was on the floor. As that shot hooks from Valcourt. And it hooked because it hit off Braden Kruger, which will give another possession to Burlington. Valcourt pulled down by Allen. Lost the ball, but not far enough to be picked up by Burlington. Chiapara for Kruger over center now. Diabo. Parent, Trey Deer. Back for Cayman. Diabo shoots around the captain and Dunham down to make that save. After a ferocious pace to start this game in the opening 5 minutes, both teams have really dug in, especially defensively. As we now sit 7-7, both teams have taken 29 shots. Up top for English, a bouncer from Marinier. And that skipped off of Martin on the way out, so another extended possession here for Burlington. Saris. That shot right into the back of Nick Bafia. Rebound trying to grab for it. Marinier gets up and gets right into the face here of Nathan Scholes. And our second scrap of the game will be Scholes and Marinier. And officials will wait for them to get all the gear unbuckled. As Scholes is throwing right bombs. And the answer from Marinier. Couple rights. They'll tie back up, headed over into the corner, and that's where the officials will break up. Another spirited scrap here in the Future Division semifinal. Nathan Scholes looks absolutely gassed. As tired as this defense has worked in this game, and then a spirited tilt between Nathan Scholes and Alexander Marinier. As now coming off the floor, Nick Bafia. It's like waiting in line almost for the trainer. Still attending to, again, we believe Liam Matthews. Officials will discuss here. This started with Martin trying to pull the loose ball back into his crease. And it looked like Martin had it in the crease when Marinier chopped down. That's what Scholes was upset about. Gave an extra shot to Marinier. And, of course, we can't hear this officials' conversation. No signal. And we'll wait for anything on the board. It looks like it's just going to be 5 in a game each. As no other box doors open, no time on the board. Five-on-5 is the call, so I believe just 5 minutes each for fighting. Game misconduct. Nathan Scholes and Marinier. Our second scrap of the game is Elijah Edwards and Deo Aortas McComber. Went at it 4 minutes into this game. If you joined us late, you're going to want to go back and watch the start because these two teams came out gangbusters, 3-3, and a scrap in the opening 4 minutes. Under 6 to play in regulation now. Shot off the crossbar for Valcour. As Valcour got it lost in his feet, as did Colin Barnett and Cole Teeple. Teeple over top of the restart position. But it'll be brought down the near side. And Chuck Rawson working into the corner. Pick coming. In on the crease. English the shot. English looked like he went through the crease, so can't pick up this loose ball. Now as the play continues. Similar to advantage in either soccer or rugby. English then allowed to control it, which he does here. With 10 on the shot clock and 5 left in regulation. Cutting through the middle, it's Brooks English. It's still loose, even though Martin had gone full backwards in the butterfly. Couple anxious moments in the crease of Caleb Martin. Here's Parrott. Matthews fresh out there, gets tackled as looking for the loose rebound was Trey Deer. But the big paddle of Dunham over top of that. Hayden Hiltz wears the captain's C. Out in the corner. Rawson says, put it on the far side. They do to Braden Saris. Has 4 goals in this game, and that's where Saris has been stuck for the better part of the full period. They all came in a tight little bunch for Saris, but then nothing since about midway through the second. Came in Diabo. Trey Deer on the far side. Defenders lost the stick. It's Kyle McMillan, and immediately the ball goes straight to that spot. Orangeville have it behind the net, need to beat the shot clock and can't. As Boyle will pick up the loose ball and jog it up. 3.5 to go here in the third. Braden Saris. On the outside. Played back onto the crease, Timon English. Back for Brooks English, the shot, and Martin will make the save as Saris picks up the rebound. (9-3) final over on the Blues side. If you're just tuning in, it's 7-7 here between Orangeville and Burlington. A fantastic game here on the Red side. So Peterborough will await one of these two teams to play at 6:30 for the future division championship. Timon English, Braden Saris in the corner. Brooks English lost control on the run. 10 on the shot clock as Saris shoots, and Rawson couldn't pick up the rebound clean, but if he did, he had a wide open net. Here's Colm Barnett. Sam Parent. To the outside for Matthews. Racing off the bench, Cody Coulson. Shot there, and Dunham will pounce on top of the loose ball. Andrew Vredenberg. Now for Timon English inside the 2-minute warning. Here on the red turf of the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. Cut back by Rawson to the crease. And I think the shot hit off a defender before the arm of Martin. Here's Teeple down for Deer. Full splits for Dunham. And he springs back. What a save from Mitch Dunham to keep it tied at 7. Shaky starts for both netminders, but oh my. Mitch Dunham to save the game. As we approach the final minute of regulation time. 10 seconds on the shot clock for Burlington. As Timon English crossing over the crease. And under a minute left to go. Both teams have taken one timeout. So we believe they both have one remaining here as we come down the stretch. Coulson. In behind the net. Marquis looking for an outlet. It's Liam Matthews. Matthews turns and fires. Also turning as Dunham. Wasn't sure where it was, but it was caught underneath the pad with 33 seconds left. Don't think there's time for an Orangeville timeout here. Where is the ball? Dunham still trying to find it. Again, Peterborough winning 9-3 over Oakville. They'll await the winner here. We've been back and forth since the hop. Our opening 4 minutes were 3 goals aside. And we had to fight one of 2 scraps in the game. And an applause as that ball finally drops from the pants of Dunham. Timon English. For Sam English. Slow play here with Reed Allen. Sam English. 10 on the shot clock. Extra 2 on the game clock. Brooks English. for Allen. Starting to pick up. Here's English through the middle. Timon for Saris. And the shot clock goes. He scores! And I think it's good. Officials are nodding. Buzzer beater for the win to go to the final for Burlington. I think it's good. Officials are going to talk about it here. You see them on the bottom of the screen. The signal from both refs. I saw one nod and one signal goal. Burlington continues to come off the bench here, as it looks like they're going to head to the final with an 8-7 final score. The game of the tournament on either side, the junior division or the futures. Bruce Codd pleads his case, and a rough way to exit there for Orangeville. Burlington waiting for the handshake. Orangeville was headed off, but it'll be Burlington and Peterborough for the Ontario Junior Lacrosse League Futures Division Championship. 3:47 local time, 6:30 is the scheduled start of that game. So you got yourself some time to grab some dinner. Make sure milk is a part of that. As we thank you for tuning in this afternoon and invite you back for our doubleheader championship action coming up on the main channel of the JVI Sports Network. For our entire team, I'm Matthew Carrick, and we hope to talk to you in a couple hours' time.